So today I'm starting a brand new project. Like a lot of people, my first attempt at putting a master set together was 151, and time went on, new sets came, attention pulled all over. 151 got really hard to get and prices blew like crazy, so I never finished it. I've got mainly all the bulk together, so it's a base of the set of the original Kanto 151, but I didn't get all the hits, so I thought I'd do something different with it and go through all the hits I had, all the old sets I'd pulled together, even all the bulk, and pick the best of each Pokemon really. And then I thought I'd arrange them in the best way I could. Pad out the different pages with different hollow energies and sleeves, and just try and make it look like a really nice binder. So it's going to be a bit of a journey, I think, as we go on. I'm going to be upgrading these as I go. A lot of these still might be bulk cards just as placeholders. We're at 4 cards remaining. There are 4 cards that I don't have any for at all, so it'll be great to initially get something for them. A few of them haven't had a card in a modern set, so it's trying to hunt some of these down, maybe at some card shows. So I think the rules I've set, we're only going to have English cards, so I've got all sorts of cards in Japanese. We've got a few Chinese, Korean as well, but we're not going to be including them. This binder is purely for an English Kanto binder. I think the second rule, artwork beats the value. This isn't about value, this is about building a beautiful binder with all of my favourite cards. And I think that's the beauty of building your own binder. You can choose your favourite. It's not about the value of it. Let's face it, I've not got hundreds and hundreds of pounds to be spending on 151 different cards a piece, so it's just going to be the nice artwork a lot of the time. And I think one of the things that has started me off nicely with this is that I had a copy of the classic collection as well, so there's some beautiful hollow patterns in there, so that's really given us a good base as well, along with the basic 151 set and other cards I've had. And the last rule is I've included megas as well and regional variants. I've not just stuck to the original Kanto, but it's what I like best. It's some of the cards I've got, I think they're great, so I'm going to include them. I want to not include just one card of every one as well. Like I said, I want to make this binder look really nice, so I might make some features, some extra feature pages if I've got a few cards for one Pokemon. Why not include them? Let's pad it out. Let's make a really nice binder with all of our favourite Pokemon and different cards featured. So let's start going through. I mean, mind we're a few minutes in and we've not actually seen any cards yet. So to start off, I thought for each sort of starter trio, let's make a full page spread. As you can see, this classic collection cards are amazing to start us off. I think this classic collection really is one of the underrated sealed products you can still get at retail price and under. It was a massively overpriced set, and that's why. But in a few years, even these hollow energies, to put throughout this binder, they're some of the best hollow energies I've seen really, and you get the full set of all of these. Look at that. I don't know, somehow lost, I don't know, I haven't got the Ivysaur of it, so I might have to hunt one of them down again just so I've got the trio, because we have got all of the others. We've got the Mega Venusaur, I didn't get the SIR, but that full art, really nice, so like I said, we'll include the Megas as well, why not. So moving on, we've got the Charmander Charizard page. Like I said, we'll put some sleeves in. I'd like a few more Charmander cards. You know, the 151 ones, all the first partner ones, there's so many we can get, as well as Charmeleon. Again, we've got the classic collection, the beauty. You know, look at that, the hollow on that. The Charizard UPC promos, you know, I love that UPC, all of them. I haven't got the third one in there, but I wanted to get the Radiant in there because, like I said, it's not all about worth. You know, I love these Radiant shiny Zards. On to the last of the trio. Again, classic collection for your 151, Cosmos, Hollow, nothing major yet. Be good to bulk to buy some of these, get these filled out again. There's so many of the original starter trio that we could get. They're just so damn expensive. Again, we've got the classic collection there, the Blastoise. Amazing to get. We'll see loads of these classic collection as we go through as well, because it really helps with starting it off. So there, as you can see now, as we get into the body of the Pokemon, we've got a great mix of different ones. Some bulk still. We've got some of the vintage in there. Lieutenant Surge there. This is, oh sorry, that is a classic collection again. So there we've got the Rattata. I think I pulled a couple of these. We've got the new one. This has just come out recently. The Spearow, I think. Oh, damage all these cards. It would be good to get these three upgraded. You know, they've got the IRs and the SIR of all of these. So it'd be amazing to get some of these. We haven't got the Metapod still at all. I need to get any card of a Metapod, even just for a placeholder. That's one of the 4 that we've got left. I do really like this section down here. We've got some of the old movie cards in here. I've got a few Topps cards kicking about, so like I said, I want to make this look nice. We've got this in between the Ekans, the old fossil Ekans, and the Arbok. I'd love to get that Temporal Forces Arbok as well. That's one I've had my eyes on. That's the one I want there, I think. I've got a few of these little stickers as well, so I thought we'll put some of these sleeves in and add some of these stickers. Yeah, just trying to make it not just a row of cards, really. I want this to look nice. There we go. Like I said, we'll have a few feature pages. I thought let's have a page of the Pikachu and just finish it off with a Raichu. I thought I'd start with this original trio. So we've got the original base set Pikachu. I haven't got a first edition or anything. And then I thought it's good to see how it moves on. We've got that classic collection again. And then we've got the full celebrations. So I thought that's a good little transition there. Just a few little cheaper basic Vs, VMAXs we've got, a big mix of really, just picked through all the Pikachus I had. This one has sort of blown up recently. I think it's going to be included, reprinted in the 30th anniversary, so this is one that I think has actually jumped quite up in price at the minute. And then I thought this was a cute little one. My daughter had this, so she's included this one in here. And then we'll finish it off with just a little Raichu there. I have got, I'm considering, I've got this A slab, but it's an 8, and this is the Raichu that I want in here, the Sleepy Raichu, but shall I crack it? You know, it's only an 8, it's not really worth keeping in the slab, to be honest, so I may crack that. Moving on, more classic collection here. Look, you can see the hollow on them, the Sandshrew and the Sandslash. And then we've got the 6, the Nidoran and Nidorina line. You know, these are ones we really could upgrade. You know, some great Nidoking cards out there. Bit of a mix here. We've got the original jungle set there, which is great, with the hollow Nidoqueen. So I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. But I think these are some that we could could get some nice upgrades on. Moving on. Clefairy, Clefable, so another Mega there. Thought I'd add the card, I thought I'd add it into the space, we might as well. Again, some nice Clefairies recently, so I would like to get that upgraded to the new IR. Vulpixes, this is one I've got recently, the new Wigglytuff. Podium Fates one, sorry. That was an upgrade I did just before filming this video. I've got a lot of these cards, sorry, the sleeves in these to pad out the spaces. So these all came with a classic collection as well, so I thought they're really nice, clean looking cards, and along with the hollow energies, sort of corresponding with each energy to the Pokemon it's next to. I thought it fills it out nicely. And then again, I put in a few of these stickers on, so the Zubat Golbat, a little Zubat sticker there. I think this is one potential to some nice upgrades as well. So we've got that Gloom, is it Obsidian Flames Gloom, I think? Correct me if I'm wrong. A couple of classic cards again there. Parasect. I have had my eyes on the IR of the Parasect. I can't remember what set it was from. It's from a Sword and Shield set. That is quite nice. So I may end up upgrading that classic collection one still. We'll move on again. Some more of them classic collection energies amongst these. I want the long hair Dugtrio. I've got to have the long hair Dugtrio in there. Moving down to Meowth. This is a new pickup again recently. The Podium Fates Meowth. One of the movie cards. I would like that IR, the Persian there. That'd be amazing. I was lucky enough to pull both the Ascended and the Destined Psyducks, so that was amazing. So I thought we've got to include both of them. And that Fossil Golduck there. Monkeys and Primates, nothing major here. Growlithe, Arcanine. I've seen there's a new Growlithe coming out in the next set, so that'll be great to get that in there. I've got on the way a Hisuian Growlithe card that I thought was really nice, so I don't know, do I replace the Growlithe or do I add it as an extra and just take out the hollow energy? I will decide when it comes. Another one, we have nothing for the Poliwhirl. We need a Poliwhirl, but we have got the hollow Poliwrath. I really want the 151 SIR Alakazam. That's one of my favourite SIRs in the 151 set. So obviously some potential for upgrades here. I've got a Topps card in here at the minute because I haven't got a Machamp. Again, I've got the Machoke in Japanese, but we can't include it because we're not bringing Japanese cards into this. Moving on with Bellsprout line, nothing major again at the minute. Tentacool. We've got that original Geodude there. Yeah, I think I would like that full original line. It's probably some of the best cards of these, to be honest. So I might look to get that, the original Fossil line there. Moving on there, we've got the Rapidash from, what was that from, sorry? Let's have a look. Oh, it's Destined Rivals, isn't it? So, yeah. We've got another classic collection there, the Ponyta with the hollow. Nothing major there with the Slowbro Slowpoke at the minute. There's some nice cards we could get in here. We've got that Magneton, that Surging Sparks Magneton with a little sticker. And then moving on. I didn't know how to space out. Some of these single line ones are a bit awkward to space out here, so I've got a mixture of the colourless energies and the spaces. So I'm trying to think if that's the best way to do it, but I don't want to put them on the same line and bunch them up. I'm happy to space it out and add a few different bits in. These are really nice again, more classic collection here, the Doduo, Dodrio. Another recent pickup, We've got the Dugong, which was from Paldean Fates, I think. Not Paldean Fates, sorry. Which was from Phantasmal Flames. Correct, thank you. Mork, we got the Shoulder Cloyster, Ghastly. Big potential for upgrades, obviously. I have got the Haunter IR, but it's sealed in the box. I don't really want to rip it open. I just want to keep it sealed in that box. I think I only got the one. This is an amazing bit. We've got the gold Brock. And my daughter also pulled the gold fighting energy. So I thought that was amazing. A line to have there amongst the classic collection Onyx. I'm not sure if there's a better upgrade we can get for that Onyx maybe, but you know, I love having those two gold cards there. I think that's a nice little touch. More classic collection again. Drowsy, Hypno. Third one that we're missing, Kingler. There hasn't been a Kingler for a while. I think there is a full art VMAX Kingler from a few years ago. Again here, we've got those, if they're, I can't remember, Tops movie cards, whatever you call these. These, oh my god. These are some of my favourite of the classic collection. Now if you can see how there's the black background and then the lightning sort of shines off them. You know, and that's just a crazy amount of holo. I've got I was lucky enough to pull the SIR, Lowland Executor. So that is a regional variant one. If I do get the standard Executor, I might put that there and maybe move the Alolan there. So we've got both the standard form and the regional variant. I do really like these plain reverse holos. I think they've got a really nice shine. I do like that Execute artwork. Moving on. Yeah, Cubo, Marowak. This is some of my favourite classic collection artwork as well. We've got the alternate views of the Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan amongst the holo energy there. You know, I think that looks amazing. Moving on again, Lickitung there. And then I like this little split as well with this movie card. Got the Coughing and Wheezing, two that I really want to upgrade. I think I've got in Korean the Team Rocket's Wheezing. I think I'd like that Team Rocket's Wheezing there. And then there was a Sword and Shield IR of Coughing I really like. I think it was Sword and Shield, it might even be from Sun and Moon. Moving on. Bit of an awkward page again because we've got a few single evolution lines. But we've got the Rhyhorn, the Rhydon, Chansey, Tangler. I opened the Ascended double pack with the Erika's Tangler Cosmos holo there, so that's a nice one until we get the illustration rare. We've got the Holo Jungle Kangaskhan, Horsey Seadra, Goldeen, the Starmie. So we've got the classic collection Staryu there and just a normal V. A little sticky. Moving on again, this is the classic collection Scyther. Really nice one again. I love all the retro with the modern feel of these. So sorry to bang on about the classic collection, but it does start us off on an amazing base. I think better than just having placeholders. It gives us really a core collection as well, I think. This Jinx, I love this Jinx. Electabuzz, Magmar, this was an awkward one to split out again. I don't know, should have maybe split them in the middle. We've got the Pinsir, this is a fairly new one again. The Taurus, so I just picked that up the other week. And moving on, we've got the Gyarados. You know, there's a few cards I'd like to upgrade in there, but this GX I think is a really nice full art version to show off. Lucky enough to pull the Misty's Lapras. One I thought would feature a bit of. We had the classic collection, so I thought why not have a full full row. I've got this little sticker as well, so I thought that's a nice little row. Ditto, bit of a plain row. Yeah, you know, maybe there's some other cards we could pad ditto out with as well. We get to a fan favourite Eevee page, so I thought maybe let's have a row of Eevees at the top. You know, there's so many Eevees we could upgrade these to, but I had this promo, another promo from the Advent calendar, sleeve, little sticker, and I thought we'll add some of these. Got a Cosmos promo. I did have all the Cosmos promos from the start again from the Prismatic Evolutions text stickers and everything. But you know, it's about artwork. I actually prefer this artwork of the Jolteon, so put that in. And then this is one that we have got a bit of an upgrade for, the Flareon. You know, that's one of I love these ones. So we could get the full set of these. They're not the really expensive ones, but again, it's just about having nice cards really, and a nice looking binder. Porygon, another bit of a plain row. I think this is the last one we're missing now, the Omastar. It's not been in a few years in a set, I don't think, other than 151 obviously, so we could just get the bulk 151 cards if we wanted to for all of these. But I'd rather avoid that. I want to get, it'd be nice to get something different, and this is, you know, this really feels like a nice mix of different cards, so I don't just want it to be just the bulk of the 151. Kabutops, Aerodactyl, and we've got that 151 promo there, the Snorlax. And getting to the last pages, we got those legendary birds. I had some of these Galarian ones, so I thought we'll do 2 rows maybe. So I do need a normal Moltres card. I'd love that Team Rocket's Moltres card. And then I do need the Galarian version of the Articuno just to finish that trio. And then we've got both forms. Moving on to the Dragonair, Dratini, Dragonite. So we do have, for the Dragonite, I was lucky enough, in my 2 packs of Evolving Skies, I got in a Charizard UPC. I pulled the Dragonite. Didn't grade a 10 with PSA, just got the 9. Obviously I'm not going to crack it and put it in there. I'm not going to do that. I have considered cracking it, sending it to Ace, see if it tens. You know, I have seen this just a tiny little speck on there. Oh. Anyway, for another video. Oh, actually, talking of slabs, I do have this as well. I could put this on the Lapras row. You know, it's a 9. It's a first edition fossil, but it's a non-hollow. So it's a nice card. It's first edition 9, but it's in a PG. Whatever the hell PG is, you know, it's I'm sure it's fine, but I could cross grade it to another company, or I could just crack it and put it in my binder maybe for a bit. Who knows? Well, anyway, back to the final page. So this is one I would really like to upgrade. So, but again, we've got that. I always forget which side I get these centre ones out of. We've got that classic collection Mewtwo, you know, really with that base feel, but with an even better hollow. Like I keep saying, classic collection, can't beat it. Couple of standard EXs, you know, so many more Mewtwo cards I'd love to get, but they're so damn expensive. And then to end off, bit of nostalgia, we've got that movie card there, Mewtwo Strikes Back, Armoured Mewtwo in the middle there. And the finish off the collection with that real nostalgia hit of the Mew, the ancient Mew. You know, I'd love to get a couple more Mew cards here. We just haven't got them at the minute. I have got, again, this is my sort of crown and glory of my slab collection. PSA 10 Shining Mew, but we're not cracking that to put it in the binder. So that is the full collection. Did a long way to go. A lot of bulk hits still.